sagas of our Indian heroes, it will light up the fire, that patriot within you. Let us hear it from Chris, Trish and Balti Boy. Bharat hai hum. Bharat hai hum.
Wow, Trish, look at this. What a wonderful book on Indian naval ships. It has photos of all the ships along with their information.
Yes, Balti boy. Our Indian Navy ships are very high-tech. Do you know that in the 16th and 17th centuries, a strong Maratha navy was established by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj himself? That navy remained for a very long time undefeated due to Sarkhel Kanoji Angre.
What does Sarkhel mean?
Sarkhel means Supreme Commander of the Navy, Krish. Kanhoji Angre drove not only the British but also the Dutch, Portuguese and Mughals from the Indian shores single-handedly.
That's awesome, Trish. Now tell us the story, please.
Yes, of course. Hey Sanskriti, story mode on.
Sarkhel Kanhoji Angre was born in the year 1669 at Maharashtra's Ratnagiri district's Suvarnadurg fort in Harnai village.
In 1688, the Suvarnadurg fort's responsibility was bestowed on Achloji Mohite Patil. A 17 or 18-year-old Kanhoji was then a commander in charge of a unit of about 20 to 25 soldiers. Soon Aurangzeb sent Siddiq Qasim to capture the Suvarnadurg fort for the Mughals. Siddiq Qasim bribed and persuaded Achloji Mohite Patil to vacate the fort of the Marathas. Unaware of this, Kanhoji came to ask Achloji permission to attack Siddhi.
Fort Commander Achloji Mohite Patil, please accept greetings from Unit Commander Kanhoji Angre. Siddiq Qasim's boats sent by Aurangzeb have surrounded Suvarnadurg's shores. We shall attack from our ships on Siddiq Qasim and defeat him. Please issue the commands.
Calm down, Kanhoji. I don't want any battles. Open the gates of the forts and let the troops of Siddiq Qasim enter it. This will be good for everyone.
Commander Achloji, what are you saying? We have to fight.
Kanhoji, just do what you're being told to do. I am the fort commander here and I'm commanding you. Open the gates of the forts and let the troops of Siddiq Qasim enter it.
Forgive me, Commander Achloji. You might be the commander of this fort, but I am not your soldier. I am the soldier of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and I follow Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj's ideal of Swaraj. And so I will not accept defeat so easily. You are selling your loyalty and morals for some coins that Siddhi threw at you. I will never let that happen.
Saying this, Kanhoji draws his sword. Achloji and Kanhoji fight. Kanhoji strikes at Achloji, incapacitating him and capturing him.
Soldiers, take this traitor captive and pass the order to all the soldiers. Tell them to prepare for a battle with Siddhi. Our Suvarnadurg will remain impregnable. Har Har Mahadev! Har Har Mahadev!
Kanhoji was ready with his army. As Siddiq's ship arrived near Suvarnadurg,
Sir Commander Siddhi, we are very close to the Suvarnadurg fort. The Maratha battleships are also moving towards us. Shall we prepare our cannons?
No, we won't need our cannons. I have already bought the forts and charge Achloji. These Maratha ships are coming just to welcome us.
Siddiq smirked while saying this. His smirk turned into confusion when suddenly Kanhoji attacked him.
Har Har Mahadev! Fire all our cannons and attack all these monsters!
What is happening? Where is that Achloji? Who is commanding this attack?
Siddhi! Achloji has been imprisoned. And very soon, you will be joining him too. So be ready!
Siddhi was not prepared for such a sudden attack and had to flee from there, seeing his army being defeated.
Are you running away, Siddhi? Do give my greetings to Aurangzeb. Har Har Mahadev! Victory to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj! Victory to Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj!
Seeing this naval feat of Kanhoji Angre, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Raje Maharaj made Kanhoji the fourth commander of the Suvarnadurg fort.
After Chhatrapati Sambhaji Raje Maharaj died in 1694, Queen Tarabai honored Kanhoji Angre by bestowing on him the rank of the Sarkhel of Vijaydurg. All sea merchants were taxed separately by the Portuguese, Mughal and British rulers for any commercial activity through the seas. Kanhoji stopped all these three and started collecting taxes himself. And for those who refused to pay the taxes, he took them captive.
Sarkhel Kanhoji, please leave us. This ship belongs to the East India Company. Capturing us will become a very costly affair.
Do send this message of mine to East India Company's Governor William Astleby. If this ship, all of its crew and its cargo is to be safely returned, then he must unconditionally agree to all these terms. Or else I'll ensure this ship ceases to exist and these people will be imprisoned for life.
Kanhoji gave this message and gestured his soldiers to release two British officers. He let them go to convey his message to William Astleby.
William Astleby, sir, please help us. Our ship and its entire crew is in the custody of Kanhoji Angre. He has sent this message for you.
Maratha Sarkhel Kanhoji Angre respectfully informs you that you are passing your ships unlawfully on the sea routes of our Maratha Empire. Henceforth, you will have to pay tax for the passage of any small or big ships through our sea routes. And the ship that is presently in our custody will be released on the payment of the cash fine of 30,000 rupees. Otherwise, no one will be safe.
What nonsense is this? He dares to place conditions before the mighty Britishers? This Kanhoji Angre's audacity is growing unchecked.
But Astleby, sir, we will have to pay the fine. We have valuable cargoes and a lot of people on our ship, which even includes women.
For now, pay those bloody fines and get our ship released. But this Kanhoji will have to be taught a lesson for sure.
Kanhoji Angre made an official seal in his name and started to collect taxes from the British, Portuguese and Mughals. The ships which refused to pay taxes would then have to face the wrath of Kanhoji Angre and his naval sailors. During this time, until 1713, Kanhoji Angre forced the East India Company to return 10 forts from its control. The British, Portuguese and Mughals separately kept attacking Kanhoji Angre at sea. But his naval power could not be defeated by anyone. That is why the Portuguese and British naval officers, in order to defeat Kanhoji Angre, joined into an alliance. The Portuguese viceroy and the British general held a meeting.
We are fed up of this Kanhoji Angre and its taxation and unceasing piracy against our ships.
We too. And that's why we should come together. The Portuguese and British naval power has become united. Now Kanhoji will definitely be defeated. The first naval attack will be led by Commander Thomas Matthews.
Sir, we have 4 man-of-war class ships ready for battle, and the combined ranks of Portuguese and British naval soldiers, numbering 6,002, are ready.
Kanhoji Angre was teaching sword fighting to his 10-year-old grandson. When a soldier came with the news, Kanhoji's son Sekhoji was also present there.
Greetings to Senior Commander Kanhoji Angre. Greetings to Commander Sukhoji Angre too.
Yes, tell me, what news have you brought?
Sir, the Portuguese and the Britishers are going to attack our Alibag fort in an alliance.
So, what's there to fear in this?
They have 4 large battleships and 6,000 naval soldiers, sir.
Whether they have 6,000 naval sailors or 60,000, none of them is as wise as my father. Go, call all the commanders at once.
Calling all commanders, Kanhoji Angre devised a strategy. When Captain Matthews arrived near Alibag with his man-of-war ships, he saw no one on the shore.
Hey, this seems like a cakewalk. It seems Kanhoji ran away by just seeing the size of our fleet. We will easily conquer his fort. Soldiers, ready the tender boats to leave for the coast.
Before Captain Matthews could complete his sentence, he saw small boats coming towards him from the front. Each boat had 2 unarmed people on board.
All ships turn starboard! Ready the cannons!
Kanhoji Angre first sent the smaller boats in his naval fleet and made Commander Matthews turn his man-of-war ships.
Fire!
The man-of-war ships began to rain shells on the small boats. As the shells fell on the boats, the 2 people sitting inside jumped into the sea. All this was being watched from a small hilly island at a short distance by Kanhoji.
Commander Bhivrao, are we ready?
Yes, Sarkhel sir. As per your command, we have filled all the boats with gunpowder.
From the opposite side, Kanhoji filled small boats with gunpowder and bombarded the man-of-war ships. By the time Matthews realized the situation, Kanhoji Angre's naval soldiers sent gunpowder-laden small boats to crash into the man-of-war ships.
Soldiers, attack!
And from the other side, Sekhoji started firing cannonballs at the ships from the other hilltops. Commander Thomas Matthews was aghast as he was sandwiched from both sides. And so, he ran away from the battle scene.
Retreat!
This battle that happened in 1721 was won by Kanhoji Angre. The British and the Portuguese were badly defeated. Sarkhel Kanhoji Angre expanded the borders of the Maratha Empire from Surat to Goa.
Kanhoji Angre never faced any defeat in his entire life. That is why the people from these coastal regions still honor him by calling him the Shivaji of the sea. Sarkhel Kanhoji Angre left this world on 4th of July 1729 at Alibag Fort. Indian Navy named its Western Command as INS Angre to honor the memory of Sarkhel Kanhoji Angre.
So then, say it proudly. Hey guys! If you enjoyed listening to this story a lot, then you will definitely have more fun watching it.
Watch Krish Trish Balti Boy Bharat Hai Hum every Sunday at 11 a.m. on Doordarshan.
And our streaming partners are Amazon Prime Video and Netflix. Stay tuned.